Morning, friends and family. Today I'm in the kitchen again with another lovely dish, right? As you know, that it's very cold here, so we're going to be making something nice to warm up our bodies today. Here we have a pot with some pigtail cut up in there, and we are going to put it to scald. I will be making some red pea soup with a piece of chuck meat and some chicken foot, right? And then I will bring out the rest of stuff that I have while the pigtail is being scalded off. So just bear with me, please. Okay, here's my lovely husband coming next to me, and he's going to be um, putting on this pot here to scald off for me with the pigtail. Okay, in the meantime, it's going to scald off. I have some kidney beans and some garlic soaking from last night, right over here. So we're going to turn this on in a little while too. And then now let it cook in for a little while. And we're going to cut up the chicken foot and clean it up and put it into this pot in the meantime. Let that go and scald off. Okay. Now we have bring out the breadfruit, honey. Breadfruit, the yam, the cocoa, everything that we're going to be putting in our soup today to make it delicious. Right? And for those of you who would love a bowl, just say the word. Okay, I am going to be here cutting off the toes off of my chicken foot to put in there in my soup. So here it is. I'm going to tip a little water in here, and I can get a piece of lime honey or something like that. There. So here it is. Cleaning up my chicken foot. Nice. And our chicken foot is always clean pretty much. Squeeze this in here, honey. We have a lot of Americans who are married to her West Indian men who don't know how to make this red pea soup here. And if you don't like chicken feet, you can get a piece of beef. And for those of you who don't eat pork, you don't have to put pigtail in there. There is salt beef out there that you have to scald off too, and it gives the soup a nice flavor too. And you can use either beef bones or a piece of beef and make your red pea soup with it. These are the things that you would put into your red pea soup. That is what I put into my red pea soup. I have a little breadfruit here. If you can't get any breadfruit, you don't have to use it. I have 3 little Irish potato, and I have a cocoa, and I have a little piece of yellow yam. I love a sweet potato in my red pea soup, and I love green banana in my red pea soup. It gives it a nice flavor. And also a pack of chicken noodle soup. Honey, you can bring me a pack of chicken noodle, please. Just want to put it out there so you can all see it. So just watch what I do and use what kind of meat you like. And another good thing too that you can put into any one of your soup that you like. Um, ham bone. Ham bone, or if you have pieces of ham, just before the soup is finished, you just cut up pieces of ham in there to give it a flavor. Right? That is also delicious in your red pea soup. For my friends and family, my new subscribers and um, family, friends, viewers, everybody, if you want to make split pea soup, oh, that is a delicious soup too with a nice piece of ham in there. The ham bone is good, or you can use ham hock. If you don't want the ham hock, you can also use smoked turkey neck or turkey wings or whatever. You want something smoked that have that smoky flavor. You know what I mean? In there. It makes a nice pea soup. Very nice pea soup. You know? This chicken foot not only nice in the soup too, but it also give the soup a nice body. Right, you know, because it has a lot of collagen in there. You can use all cow foot while you red pea soup. But this is going to be a nice one. And for those who don't eat meat, you can get your beans, you can get your vegetables, and you can get your vegetable bouillon and put in there, right? And make your soup with it. And you can put in your coconut milk, right? Gives it a nice flavor too, right? I have my time for coconut milk. Sometimes I will like the coconut milk in there, sometimes I don't, right? Here is my chicken foot here, washing it nicely with some lime juice. Turn that on for me, please. I'm gonna skim this off. This is the pigtail water that I am scalding off. Yeah. Oh, well, Miss B, thank you for your the cheesecloth you sent to us. It's thank you so much. You know, here it is. And thank you for these lovely gloves. I won't get any more burn in the oven. And I will see to it that Pops wear it, right? So he don't get any burn, right? Thank you so much. Um, Here is Miss Nicole. Thank you, my darling. Thank you to you and your lovely husband and son, Mr. Errol and Omar. This is to put either your tortillas or your roti in there when you make them, and it keeps them warm. And this is a rolling pin. I was desperate in need of a rolling pin. I couldn't find one, right? Couldn't find a good one. This is a nice solid one. And here are some big sheet cloth, that cheesecloth that she sent to me, right? Very nice. And also, what I made my my plantains with yesterday, with the ackee and saltfish, I was waiting on this all along to make that recipe there, right? So yesterday my package came, and yesterday was when I made it, right? This is what I pressed my plantain with. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Nicole and Mr. Errol and Omar, right? And thanks again to Miss B for your lovely gift. I do appreciate them, and I will treasure them. Okay, Pops is just cleaning up some seasoning for me, for my soup, right? So when he gets done, he's just gonna put it over here in that plate. Right. I'm not quite ready for it, but he's just taking care of it for now. Let me go back in this pot here with the pigtail. Scalding off nicely, look. See how nice and pretty it is? Good. Give me a little teaspoon. I want to taste the salt into this thing here. Much more scalding because remember the salt. Why I have to taste the pigtail. I have that pigtail soaking from last night, and I put it into the pot of water here, soaking, so to soak out some of the salt. And then now I put it to scald, right? So it will get the rest of the salt out. I will just have the right amount. So I have to taste it to see how much of the salt is boiling out into it before I put in the rest of my stuff. Okay. Now, my friends and family, oh no, please don't laugh after me. No. This is supposed to be red kidney beans. Do they look anything red to you? And here is some little the little red natural red peas them. What there's another name for it, right? That they cook rice and peas with it too. So this is the two of them that is soaking to put into my red pea soup. If you don't see my red peas soup turn red, call it bean soup, a still bean, right? See it there? If not, I might have to just go get some coloring and put it into the pot. Nice. Make this go and soak out some more. Okay. I'm taking out this piece of beef here that I put in here because I am going to get it cut up and put it back into the pot. Right, here it is. Yeah, this thing is cooking in nicely. So this have to just give it a little rest, and then now I am going to cut it up and put it into the pot back, right? But in the meantime, I'm doing that. I'm going to need some flour because I am going to start putting in some food in a little while. Get a little salt over here. Just a little, because remember, say pigtail is in the pot too. Yeah. You know who I see need dumpling like this? And it always remind me to Cameron. Cameron use cup, you know. He just put him thing underneath the pipe and heat it. Hear me, oh. You see him know what I'm doing. You know, it's soup and everybody like dumpling. All right, there it is. So while the meat is resting for me to cut it up, I am going to just finish this dumpling and put it to sit for a little while before I make them and throw them in the pot. See it? That's it. How you doing it? No spoiling and no dumpling, see it? Doing in portions. Just knead it up like this. Look at the pan. How nice and clean it is. How nice the dough start to get soft. All right. I'm going to leave this for a little while over here and wash off my hands. See the piece of beef, and it will continue cooking into the soup. But don't forget, when you do your beef like this into the soup, don't cut it same time. Let it just stay and rest for a little while. Okay. Throwing this back into the pot now. And by the time the food them and everything cook, this cook. Nice. Okay, hold on just a minute. Wash my hand again. Making up some nice little dumplings and some spinners, because when it's soup hot, you don't want the dumpling them too big. You make them small. Although in the days, they used to make all cartwheel dumpling put in a soup too. But when you grow older, you get your plenty things change for you. Bush cooking different, you know. Bush cooking nice. Going to put in some seasoning in the pot now and let it cook in before I throw in the food them. This is some onion, garlic, and a piece of ginger in here. I'm going to wash a little pimento and put it in there too. And let that boil into it. Wait, hold on a minute. I beat my scallion. Everything going in there right now. I'm going to need a green Scotch bonnet, a piece of ripe Scotch bonnet pepper, everything like that. And then I'm going to put in my food them. All this can cook in the meat now and boil down into it. I'm going to wash a little pimento and put it in there. I'm going to put a scotchy in there and a little piece of scotch bonnet pepper, just to give it a little flavor in there. For those of you who don't want this, don't use it. Okay. Get in a little piece of yam to cut up in there. Give me the hot water, honey, please. Have some yam and cocoa. Jeez. Breadfruit. Put some water in there, please. Go on, go on. Go on. Do all of it. Just shake it up. Okay, all right. Give me a little knife, please. Give me a knife from over here. All right, give me that. Going to put in a little coconut milk in here. Not much. All right. Put that away. And let me put in my bananas now. Banana. These don't take no time to cook either. Don't want to put them in there and then melt right in the pot. Let these cook in a little bit more. And then I put in my sweet potatoes. Okay. I'm going to be putting in a little more thyme in there. Nice. This only take like 5 minutes to the sweet potato to cook. Right. Okay, I'm going to put in my sweet potatoes now, because you know they only take a few minutes to ready. So there it is. And I love sweet potato in my red pea soup. Nice. And as soon as my sweet potato soak, the pot land. All right, so there it is. Good. Okay, my friends and family, I am at the ending of my red pea soup. Please take a look at it. Look here. See it? My stew beef, my pigtails, my chicken foot. I have to try and find this Scotch bonnet pepper, the whole one. Is it this? Oh boy, look at that. I'm going to get breadfruit for putting into my soup. Nice. See it, look there. Good. Dumpling. Everything nice. Everything is nice. This is a lovely pot of red pea soup. And you see, the peas never too bad after all. It don't come out red, but it's okay. Right? Now I turn off my soup. And I'm going to make her servings right here. Well, let me put it into my thing, the pepper. Dumpling, banana. Oh boy. Thank you all for being here with us today. Thank you for liking my videos, for helping me along the way. Much blessings, much love to you all, right? Once again, thank you, and I couldn't have done this without you, right? Please to like up my videos and to share them with your friends and family. This is my red pea soup, and I know it is delicious, and I want you all to take a good look at it. This is my scotch bonnet pepper, my green pepper. I'm going to give it a little burst and dip it back into my soup as soon as I say my grace, right? So let me bow my head and say my prayers. Father, for what we're about to receive, we ask you to make it be of great nourishment to our bodies. Father, guide and protect and keep us all. And keep on providing for us, Lord. In Jesus' name I ask. Amen. Don't know if you want a dip of this pepper. And you want some of it? But dip it? Okay. Delicious. So nice. Oh my God. Very, very nice. Thank you. And peace out. This is 5 pounds of goat meat. Ram goat meat. Cut into nice scotch bonnet pepper.
When did you start cooking?
When I was a young girl. We are going on a hayride today. And I met her here last week, and we became friends since then.
Auntie Pauline, you're to a brass.